Hey lovelies, I'm Larissa J and welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things faith, relationships, and womanhood. If you're new, welcome. If that's content that you want to see more of, be sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so that you can get an update every time a new video drops. Now in today's video, we're talking about how to heal from a broken heart, because healing from brokenheartedness and brokenness is so key in making sure that you have a solid foundation and are prepared for God's best for your life. One of the first ways that you can work towards healing from having a broken heart is to allow yourself to grieve. This is actually really important, especially right when that breakup takes place. It is important to make sure that you give yourself that time to feel all the feelings and to grieve over that relationship, because it is a loss. You want to use that time to reflect. When you're reflecting, you might want to think about that relationship. What didn't go so well, some of the red flags you might have seen with that particular person, and just reflecting on that whole experience and learning from that experience so that you don't make the same mistakes as you did in this past relationship. So yes, if you need to cry or scream or whatever you need to do when that initial breakup happens, that's fine. You should not be grieving for months and months and months on end and never making any progress. Grieve from the heartbreak, but then get yourself together, pick yourself up, and be prepared to move on. The second thing that you can do to heal your broken heart is to let God mend your brokenness. A lot of times we try to do this all on our own, and I'm going to get myself together, I'm going to fix it all up. We try to put a band-aid on our heart and move on. But what's really most effective is to allow God to mend that brokenness, giving those pieces to God and allowing Him to put everything back together again. You can do this by reading scriptures. This is really important, and it's something that I did when I was dealing with heartbreak. Before my husband and I began courting, I did deal with a breakup that did lead to heartache. And so everything that I'm sharing with you in this video are things that I did for myself to help me to heal so that I was ready and prepared and whole when my husband came on the scene. Letting God mend your brokenness can look like reading scripture. That is reading scriptures about what God is saying about you, His love for you, His plan for you, and really just getting hold of His promises and what He thinks about you. Another way that you can do this is with prayer. Spending that time with God and allowing Him to heal your heart requires you being open and honest and upfront with Him and sharing your heart and your feelings with Him, because He already knows anyway. Another thing that you can do to give the pieces to God and allow Him to mend your brokenness is spending time in worship and casting your cares upon Him. It's easy to hold on to everything and meditate on it and think about it and replay it over and over and over. But instead of doing that, cast your cares at the feet of Jesus. Give it all to the Lord and let Him deal with all of the things that you're concerned and worried about. And instead, spend time in His presence in worship and really thinking about who He is, how good He is, how great He is, and pursuing Jesus like you've never done before. The third tip for healing your broken heart is investing in yourself. What I mean by that is taking time out to allow yourself to heal and recover, pampering yourself, doing what you enjoy, resting and recovering, but also preparing yourself for the next season. For me, when I was dealing with heartbreak and healing and that whole process of becoming whole, I really enjoyed taking the time out to prepare for the next season. One way that you can prepare for a new season is adjusting any things in yourself, in your heart, in your character that may need some tweaking in preparation for God's best for your life. Another way that you can prepare for the new season is out with the old, in with the new, and sometimes that might even include something simple like a new wardrobe change or a new haircut or whatever it is that you feel that you need. Maybe it's even working out and getting into a new health regimen, making yourself a better person in preparation for the next season. The fourth tip I have in how to heal your broken heart is to serve others. Instead of moping about and feeling sorry for yourself, take the time out to serve other people. Think about who in your life you can serve and do it. This also helps keep your mind off of the heartbreak and the past experiences that you've dealt with, but it really also feels good when you're serving and giving to others. So take this time out to give, to serve, to see who's in need of help, see who's in need of prayer, see who's in need of discipleship. See who you can be a blessing to and put your energy and invest your time into that. Because when we give, we do receive. It is better to give. So utilize this time to give and invest in other people through acts of service. The fifth tip that I have in healing your broken heart is to leave your ex alone. It's cutting ties, no Facebook stalking, no checking them out on social media, unfollow, don't check up on them, leave them alone. But also making sure that you are letting that wound heal by not going back and replaying and reflecting and going and looking at their social media and seeing what they're doing. That's not going to let the wound heal. The sixth and final tip I have in healing your broken heart is to hope, to dream. This one was really key for me when I was healing from a broken heart, was really taking the time out to allow myself to dream, to think about the fact that, oh my goodness, my future husband is still coming. If that wasn't the person, then he's still out there and he's still going to find me soon. I used that time to build my faith, to think about what it was that I was believing God for, to prepare myself for him. It really gave me something to look forward to because I was preparing myself for the one. And that was actually really quite exciting. So allowing yourself to hope and dream and not giving up on your desire for God's best and your desire for your future mate is going to be very helpful in helping you heal from this broken heart as well. If you found this video helpful in any way, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.